Hi, and welcome to Cooking with Lex. I'm Antonio Murray, chef at the Lex in St. Paul. This week's installment, we are grilling Porterhouse steaks. Okay, let's get started here. Put some gloves on and get started. So, Porterhouse steaks, they come from the short line on the cow. You're going to get about 4 out of each steer. It's going to be a combination of your New York strip and your filet. Okay. Also, you're going to have that bone in there. Another piece of meat that you're going to get off that same section is called the T-bone. That's going to have a little bit smaller filet on it, right? So just like last week, we're starting with a pre-heated grill. Last week we heated to about like medium high. This week medium because the steak is so fatty, you don't want it to flame up too much. Okay. Go ahead and oil and season the steak itself really generously. This week we're using our coffee rub. It has a little cayenne and brown sugar in it. It's really, really delicious. Want to make sure we press the seasoning well into the meat. Okay. All the crevices. Okay. Get these gloves off. Alright, one little brushed off there, take a little bit of oil, you season that back up. So because we have the bone here and it protrudes out past the flesh, you may or may not get grill marks. I don't really focus on that, but we are still gonna press our flesh firmly onto the grate so that we know we have some connection. Okay. Dirty thing out of here. Cool. So we're gonna cook this until we get a good release. Probably about 3 or 4 minutes on each angle. All right. Once we move our steak, like last week, we're going to make sure that we put the steak back on in a clean part of the grill. All right. So I'm going to kind of speed things up because I got a porterhouse already ready. So we got a good turn here. Okay. Once again, we're going to press down. I do have some caramelization on the upper side, so I feel good about that. So we cooked this porterhouse to 115 degrees. It was 115 degrees on the New York side and 130 on the filet side. So we've had this rested for a few minutes. Okay. Kind of as your time is going on, you know, you'll cook your steak. The baked potatoes, which we par cooked here, I par cooked these in the oven for an hour. A little salt, pepper, and oil, wrapped in foil. You pop this back on the grill just to warm it up. That's probably going to take the longest out of your other grills here. A little bit of color. And then simultaneously, I'm going to kind of warm this up a little bit. Once again, we're already at temp. I just want to kind of blast this up. All right. So also in our meal kit this week, we're doing full veg sachet. We got a haricot there, a little red onion, red bell pepper, cremini mushroom, and some summer squash. We tossed that with a little garlic, olive oil, and butter. Okay. Pull this one off. Some of that stuff. So I'm going to show you how to slice that in a minute. Turn that back over. Let's grab another pair of gloves. So when cutting a T-bone, or a porterhouse rather, I like to stand the meat up on the backbone. And I use my petty knife or my utility knife to kind of slice it off the bone. I don't want to go in with a chef's knife too soon. So if you want to run your knife right along this bone here. The same thing on the other side. Two nice steaks there. So we let these porterhouses sit out at room temp for about an hour before we cook them, as opposed to last week's 20 minutes, just because of how thick that steak is. Okay. There. Check the veggies here. Get rid of these gloves. So now plating, we're going to take porterhouse here. Look at that really awesome color there, eh? Like last week, always a little bit of extra virgin olive oil finish. Sea salt. Let's go ahead and finish the rest of our grilled dinner up. Potato here. Foil. Super, super awesome. I love a baked potato. Love a good baked potato. Baked potato down. Favorite part of the baked potato is busting it open, right? Reach over. So we make what we call pounded cheddar or whipped cheddar. We whip our cheddar with a little bit of butter and Worcestershire and Dijon and cayenne. Super amazing. A couple of dollops of this really awesome butter. Whipped cheddar rather. Grab some applewood smoked bacon that we cooked and chopped. And then some green onions, obviously, right? So that's our loaded baker there. Okay. Then we got a little cold veg kit. Super simple, right? Okay. Got that with our steak sauce, our baked potato, and then we've got a little spring green salad. Kind of repeat of last week. Shaved watermelon radish, or spring radish and carrot. Our red wine vinaigrette. Salt. Obviously, you want to always season your salad, right? Love a good radish. Love a good radish, right? Okay. And then last but not least, we are eating our porterhouse this week with some awesome thin mints from Girl Scouts of America. Hope you guys enjoy. This is Antonio Murray once again from the Lex. Thank you. Have a good one.